there's ducks. I was really trying to avoid going in the sun for this video, but that's where some of the best lighting is at the moment. And this vlog is one that I don't entirely want to do, but at the same time I know it would be beneficial just for like offering me the opportunity to externally process what I'm feeling, but also because I know that I'm not alone in these feelings. And so the premise of this video is just gonna be me talking about briefly kind of like what life is like now not being a Christian. I'll do a more in-depth video as to why I'm not a Christian anymore. I don't identify with those particular beliefs, but personally not emotionally comfortable and ready enough yet to do that video, and that's fine. But yeah, I'll just jump into this one. So first, I also want to say that even though I'm no longer a Christian, I had some very good experiences with that particular faith, and I've also had some very bad experiences with that particular faith. And I also wanted to say, before we dog on someone else for not ascribing to a particular way of living that you would like to see them live, to say that they were lukewarm Christians, or that, you know, they obviously didn't know their Bible, or whatever it is, it's so damaging. It's so damaging and it's so hurtful. And of course I can bite back to comments like that in a rude way, but I'll just leave it at that. Like, it's so damaging. And for someone who has tried their entire life to please God, and then to, you know, feel that pressure, like it can push someone further down that downward spiral that they don't want to go, because like a lot of us have grown up with the fear of God, and then to walk away from that is like also fearful. And a lot of us are like still figuring it out, and then to say like, oh, and by the way, like, you were just lukewarm to begin with. It's like, I probably clocked in more prayer hours than you, boo. So let's not go there. But yeah. And I think I'm gonna break up this video into like 2 parts or so, because I hate long videos. I have the attention span of a kid. I cannot stand long videos. Anything over 10? Nah. So I'll try not to do that to you guys. So I think, yeah, let's just go with it. What life is like now. Being brutally honest, I love it. There's some things that I do miss, and there's some things that I don't miss. Let's start with that. Like, the things that I do miss is feeling that closeness to a higher entity who was a father to me, who was a friend, who was a best friend, who was my confidant, who had my back, who, you know, brought me through some of the hardest struggles in my life. Like, I formed a closeness with a friend. Like, God to me wasn't like this person that I prayed to, or this higher being that was unapproachable. Like, I would tell God everything, right? Like, I would talk about sex, how I was feeling, you know, like I would bring everything to the table, because that's what I've been taught. That's like the culture that I eventually walked into in regards to Christianity. And then yeah, it's like losing that friend, basically. I miss singing worship songs and truly like connecting to the song. because now when I sing Christian songs, like, I don't feel that connection anymore. Like, it's just music to me. Some words are powerful and beautiful, but like, unless you know what I'm talking about, like when you're singing, it's like you're literally singing to God, as if he's literally holding your hands in front of you, beckoning you to just like speak your heart to him. And that's my relationship with God, was like a romance, you know? And it was rocky at times, it was strange at times, but a lot of it was deep, and I wouldn't trade it for anything else in this world, because I learned so much from it. I learned so much from those nights where I would stay up past 12 a.m. just like praying through whatever I was going through and worshiping, and you know, just worshiping and just singing. And it wasn't just singing because like I knew that my words had power to like change the atmosphere around me, like in my situation, and like I wouldn't trade those moments for anything. Even as a non-Christian right now, like, they were beautiful, they were powerful, they shaped me into who I am today, and I celebrate them, and I do not shun them. And they were like some of the best moments of my life. Some of the best moments of my life. My favorite moments of my life were worshiping God and just connecting. Because I didn't really, like, I love my dad, my, you know, my own birth father, but like with God it was just different. Like, for the relationship that I didn't have with my dad, I made it up. I made it up with my relationship with God, and the sun is fucking hot. So yeah, for everything that I couldn't find in my parents that I desperately wanted, or everything that I couldn't find by my friends that I desperately wanted, I always went to God for those things. And it made me independent, but also humble, because like, you're not turning to people to feed you in ways that they can't at the moment, but at the same time you're not fully independent because you're still relying on this higher power, you know? So it taught me independence, but also humility in my weakness, and in just like my peripheral view of life. What I don't miss is fearing going to hell, is worrying about not pleasing God enough, worrying about how I come across to this person or that person, as I was a Bible study leader as well for a few years. Just like leaving a relationship with, and just like leaving the very dogmatic conservative views that I had. Like, I felt literally like a weight was lifted. I feel more freer, I feel happier, I feel of course there's times of deep sadness where it's like you're literally grieving the loss of a relationship if you're in my position. But then for me, it's like I just feel more free to be myself and not like suffocated, you know? Because there were things that I disagreed with conservative Christianity. And I'll talk more about that in the other video, but yeah, I guess I can leave that with this video. Just like, those are the things that I do miss. And in the next video, I'll probably talk about things that I don't miss and yada yada yada. But thank you for watching part 1 of this little series. Again, I'm always open to suggestions, you guys. Like, Lay it on me. What do you want me to talk about? What do you want me to not talk about? So, yeah, I hope this video finds you well. If not, hang in there.